Talk about getting your freak on. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 sexiest movie monsters of all time. For this list, we'll be looking at characters throughout the history of cinema who, despite many aberrations, have sex appeal in spades. Number 10, Celine, Underworld franchise.
Like the weapons of the previous century, we too would become obsolete. Pity, because I lived for it.
A spandex and leather-clad vampire who kicks major butt in an eternal war against werewolves? It doesn't get much sexier. And that's exactly what Celine brings to the table as the hero of the action and fantasy-filled Underworld film series.
How many have you killed?
I don't keep track.
Celine's physicality only adds to her appeal, as she can often be seen handling some rather big guns and using impressive flexibility to take out her enemies. It also helps that there isn't anything too freakish about her appearance. Oh, that and the fact this vampire is played by Kate Beckinsale. A sexy combination indeed.
Though the world has changed, our enemy remains the same.
Number 9, Irina Gallier, Cat People.
I know those Gallier eyes anywhere. What for? She's a lovely, lovely little thing.
You've heard the turn of phrase, animal in the bedroom, right? Well, Irina Gallier takes it to a whole new level in Cat People. Under a terrible family curse, Gallier suffers from a predicament of transforming into a monstrous leopard when she, gets it on. Making matters worse, in order to turn back into human, she must kill someone. Making matters even worse, her estranged brother wants to sleep with her. Naturally, Irina refuses, as she has eyes for a handsome zoologist who also has the hots for her. Wow, now that is some animal attraction.
I love you. Kill me.
I can't.
Number 8, Laurie, Trick or Treat.
Danielle, I look like I'm 5.
When it comes to the character Laurie in the criminally underrated horror flick Trick or Treat, there's a lot more than meets the eye. Dressed as Little Red Riding Hood for an All Hallows Eve party, Laurie spends a majority of the film showing off her cute and timid side. Why, she's just an innocent pretty girl next door, right? Wrong. This seemingly insecure 20-something virgin is actually a ravenous beast.
It's my first time, so just bear with me.
And how fitting that alongside her fellow werewolf sisters, Laurie's first time is with a wounded vampire. Yeah, let's just say this isn't your grandmother's Red Riding Hood story.
My, what big eyes you have.
Number 7, Dracula's Brides, Bram Stoker's Dracula. Here's the thing, Dracula himself is rather sexy in his own right. He's a charming master vampire with an impeccable sense of style and class, but have you seen his brides? Also, bloodsuckers, these seductresses of evil are the epitome of beauty and glamour. They're both hypnotic and demonic. I mean, just ask Keanu Reeves, whom Monica Bellucci, as one of Drac's brides, is able to seduce into having a vampire threesome in Francis Ford Coppola's infamous Dracula. Yeah, I'd like to see John Wick fight his way out of this three-way.
Oh!
Number 6, Grendel's mother, Beowulf.
Are you the one they call Beowulf?
Let's face it, Grendel's mom has got it going on. But what makes this mommy monster so tantalizing? Is it she's almost always dripping wet? Or maybe it's that she's a major temptress who moves about in a slow, suggestive manner. Perhaps it's those sexy stiletto feet with pitchfork heels. Surely, having Angelina Jolie for the character's motion capture doesn't hurt either. But any way you look at it, this demigod slash she-devil knows exactly what she wants and precisely how to get it. Unfortunately for old Beowulf, it's him. Number 5, Julie Walker, Return of the Living Dead 3.
Get out of my way, bitch!
When hitching a ride on a motorcycle, it's best not to get too handsy with the driver. Unfortunately, Julie Walker doesn't know any better. After a groin grab gone bad, Julie meets a tragic roadside demise, while her boyfriend survives. Luckily, her star-crossed lover has access to his dad's secret government facility where sketchy reanimation is more than possible. Resurrected as a flesh-craving zombie, Julie discovers that the only way to ease her literal human hunger is through intense pain.
I'm losing myself, Kurt. When it doesn't hurt, I get hungry.
This leads to extreme piercings and jagged body enhancements. Well, I suppose that's what happens when you bring sexy back from the dead. Number 4, Dren, Splice.
First month since her birth, the H-50 continues to evolve rapidly. Emergence of arms and the closing seam that bisects her body suggests that she develops like a fetus outside the womb.
Despite the fact that her name is Nerd spelled backwards, Dren makes for one appealing science experiment come to life. I mean, sure, this petri dish created creature has some unsettling wings, animalistic legs, and whatever that tail is, but you gotta admit that the rest of her is pretty banging, right?
Dren, we love you.
Dren's rapid growth into sexual maturity and sensual naivete make for the definition of forbidden fruit. So much so that one of her creators couldn't help but succumb to the temptations of the flesh, or is it scales in this case? And people say science can't be sexy. Number 3, Jennifer Check, Jennifer's Body.
I wonder if he's circumcised. I always want to try a sea cucumber.
She's a possessed undead succubus who was sacrificed to Satan. She's also played by Megan Fox, and therein lies perhaps the ultimate sex appeal of Jennifer Check in this horror comedy.
We're gonna see your buddy really soon.
What, you mean like in heaven someday?
No.
Fox, who was one of Hollywood's it girls at the time, definitely makes for the perfect high school cheerleader turned demonic spirit. I mean, who better to wear revealing clothing, seduce teenage boys, and have a makeout session with their female best friend?
I've been sending you signals all year. Couldn't you tell?
Okay, she also kills people, but doesn't she look great doing it?
She can fly.
She's just hovering. It's not that impressive. God, do you have to undermine everything that I do?
Number 2, Syl, Species.
I've got a party to go to and no one to take me.
Where is this party?
I don't know.
Life lesson. When aliens send over how-to instructions for splicing their DNA with that of humans, it's always best to make sure there's no ulterior motives before, going ahead and creating a super sexy hybrid creature in a test tube. Otherwise, you'll end up with the likes of Syl. Incredibly easy on the eyes, this mixed alien-human monster has one objective: procreate with an Earthling in order to breed her species. In other words, she only wants to get it on. Of course, when things don't work out, Syl has no problem killing her prey in the most violent of ways possible. But those are such minor details, really. Look, there are a ton of sexy movie monsters out there, and probably too many to make one list, so here are some honorable mentions. The Bride, Bride of Frankenstein. The Nurses, Silent Hill. Mary Beth Louise Hutchinson, The Faculty.
No way.
Amorous Ghost, Ghostbusters.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Santanico Pandemonium, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Kneel and worship at the feet of Santanico Pandemonium!
A blood-sucking vampire with the body of a goddess, Santanico Pandemonium isn't afraid to use her assets to get what she wants. Portrayed by 90s knockout Salma Hayek, this character can mesmerize just about anyone with working eyeballs.
Let's see if you taste as good as your brother.
So it's no surprise then that Santanico chose a profession where she could truly use her sexuality to maximum effect. Yep, stripping away at a low-down Mexican biker bar. Unsuspecting men easily fall prey to Pandemonium's poisonous eye candy. And, like, do we even need to say anything about the super sultry snake dance? Sexy.
I'm not gonna drain you completely. You'll be my slave.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.